Yo, what up, YouTube? Back at you with a video after a long hiatus. Uh, a lot of stuff has changed, and a lot of shit hasn't. Right? Um, so put it this way. I had been working at Brooklyn, making that trek, fucking 6, 7 days a week. Just oh my god, you know, it was a Herculean effort. It really was. Um, and all attempts that I made at trying to quit the shit, it was insurmountable for me. I couldn't do it. I'd get 2 days and then that I'd crack. I couldn't do it. Between the travel, the trek, and the actual job itself, you know, uh, it was just too much for me. So I ended up remaining on the junk, and it got to the point because your tolerance, your kratom tolerance, it it uh, it increases so rapidly, you know, to the point where, and I had the same thing happen when I was on the field freeze, where um, you'd feel the withdrawal symptoms after not even an hour, and so you take another one, but by then you've taken so many that now all you do is throw up, you know. And I got to the same point with the Converse, which is just pitiful, you know. Um, However, somehow, some way, uh, just like a year ago, all I got was rejection letters. Now I'm getting all kinds of offers, and I ended up uh, nabbing a assistant director job, and it's 20 minutes from my home, and it's more money. So it was a no-brainer. So I got off or out of Brooklyn. My last day there was Thursday night into Friday, and I'm so glad to have that be done, because it was too much. I didn't have a chance to breathe. I didn't have a chance to even attempt to stop. It was just, I couldn't do it. And it's pathetic. It's pitiful. I lost so much the last couple years fucking with this ridiculous substance, fucking gas station heroin. However, I pulled through as best I could, and I ended up getting a way better job, and I'm happy about that. But more than that, I look at it like this is an opportunity. I'm sick of starting these jobs or endeavors and not really being honest, you know. But in the position I'm in now, I don't have the luxury of faking it, you know. You gotta be real sharp. And so, and I did fib a little bit with them because, I already had my last day at Brooklyn, but they don't need to know that because they were a little late in telling me when I start with them. So I did have a little orientation today, but I purposefully didn't dress business-like. So I, did, and I didn't want to stay. They wanted me to stay for hours. I didn't have that ability because I'm starting to withdraw. So I did all the paperwork necessary, signed off on the salary and all that good stuff, and we're all good to go, all set. So tomorrow, I go in there just for like the tour and, meet people. And that will officially be the last time I ingest any of these condoms and nonsense. And I told them that, it'll be about a week and a half before I start I can start with them. And, they're understanding, of course. And they know that I wouldn't want to burn any bridges by not, leaving in a professional manner. But what it does is it gives me the opportunity to finally withdraw and kick this shit for good. What it also does is when it rains, it pours. And I end up getting another job opportunity in Las Vegas, which many of y'all have known. That's where I was prior. My channel started in Las Vegas, and I'd go back in a heartbeat, especially if the money's right. So, would you rather make $100,000 in New York or 85, 90,000 in Vegas? It's a no-brainer. That's 90,000 in Vegas is 160, 80 even in New York. So I'm more excited about that. They said they'd come to me with an offer after the new year. The interview went well, but I will not make the same mistake I made prior, in which I'm addicted to this crappy-ass substance and disrespecting myself, the opportunity, the job, my peers, my name. I'm not going to allow that to happen anymore or again. And so that's where we're at now, still on the shit because I want to sleep, and I wasn't able to quit while working, but I'm giving myself a little bit of time and a deadline so that I have no choice. I'm at a crossroads, and if I fail at this time, I'm just gonna have to stay on this shit ad infinitum, because there's no way I'd be able to maintain or even attempt to go through withdrawal with a administrative job like this one. It's not even a job, it's actually a career, So I'm pretty much done with that. And I'm just tired. I've lost too much, I've allowed this substance to take too much, not just financially, but just in essence of myself. It's taken it, and I want to be me again. And it's not going to be easy, nor should it be, but trial by fire, baby. So today and tomorrow we're gonna really buckle down. I already bought all the things that I've used in the past, vitamin C, chewables, multivitamins, Ensures, Gatorades, water, everything but actually kind of bare bones, truthfully. I'm not going to be using too many other substances or anything to kick it. Just gonna deal with it, and hopefully make it on the other side. So that's where we're at. I pretty much isolated myself for the past month and a half, 2 months even, from everything and everybody for the most part, which I really wish I hadn't done, but I needed to do. I hadn't checked messages, called people back. Social media is non-existent, I've pretty much just been a ghost. And, pretty much cost me relationships, damaged them at least. But I honestly, I'm not in the headspace to really give a fuck. And truthfully, hope they understand, you know. But I can't expect life to end or stop, you know, just because I'm not ready to participate, you know. So you can read between the lines on that. But we'll see, you know. We'll see. It sucks, you know. But I don't want to get my headspace back, you know, join the gym again. Just picking up the pieces, you know what I'm saying? And there is something that's a little exciting about that. But more than anything, I just want to be me again. I hope y'all know what I mean. And, you know, sorry to everybody, you know, for, you know, not reaching out or reaching to or responding even. I'm just, and even now, I'm still just not in the right headspace. But I'm getting there. Like they say, get busy living or get busy dying, right? So I've been doing the former, you know, or rather the latter for far too long. And I think it's time to, you know, start living, because this ain't no fucking life. And the things I've damaged, pitiful, fucking pathetic. But yeah, hopefully I get that job in Vegas. I'd be happy about it. But even if I don't, I have a great job here in New York. So I could focus on getting myself better. And that's what I'm focused on. So thank you, everybody, for the reaching out or anything like that. And I apologize for everything. But we're going to make it. All right? I hope everybody's okay. Happy holidays. Feliz Año Nuevo. Happy New Year. And yeah, let's see if we can make this one better than the last couple. All right? Best wishes. Bye. Peace.